thing you know. Right, it must be pretty major if it is you, if it has you this upset. Who exactly is this perverse individual, anyway? Why, none other than a peeping Tom, of course. Some lecherous degenerate has been leering at the poor defenseless maidens in our beds. Chet, is it you? Are you the peeping Tom? Please don't. Consequently, the number of women willing to visit has started to plummet. Camera? Hey, camera. Hey. Okay. I hate this camera. That's terrible. People should feel comfortable relaxing there. Sally, that's true. You would be way too embarrassed. That's exactly what I'm saying. A situation like this is grave beyond grave. But the staff is having trouble addressing the matter. I'd planned to pitch in myself, but I figured the most these old bones could do is find someone younger instead. I mean... but how can we help, though? Ah yes, I'm glad you asked. I'd like for you to conduct a little investigation of sorts. The right-hand building houses the beds, separated between male and female. Every window was made from frosted glass to prevent such calamities as this. But that doesn't mean there can't be a hole or opening somewhere. Your task is to find that very opening. It's cleaning hours now, so you needn't fear inadvertently sneaking any vulgar glances. Okay, got it. All you have to do is look for any spots a peeping Tom might use. Ha, I knew you young ones would be up to the task. I'll be counting on you. What if... Chad, hear me out. What if this is the peeping Tom? And we're supposed to look for a hole he can look into. I'm just saying that's a possibility. Excuse me, Chad. Wait. Okay, so we are supposed to sneak from the outside, I guess? Question mark? Yeah, okay. You examine the window to the man's bed. The pane is made entirely of frosted glass. No worry of getting peeped on from here. And... no husband who watches. I'm a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. Huh? The lattice on this window seems kinda loose. Let me take a closer look. Krisha examines the window to the woman's bath for you. The window's lattice appears to be loose. Removing it reveals a small peephole. Oh no, this is awful. You can see everything through here. Thank goodness they're only cleaning right now. But anyway, found it. Can't see the spot from the courtyard at all. It's a perfect place to sneak a peek. Is the hole man-made though? Well, now that you mention it, it does look more like it formed out of wear and tear rather than on purpose. But if that's the case, then what? Oh, time to swap shifts already? Yeah, I'll take it from here. By the way, you hear the new orders from the warden yet? About the new patrol route, right? Could you run it by me again? That scared me. This spot is right behind the garrison post. It's a blind spot, sure, but it's still close enough to hear the soldiers. No way someone would try to peek in from here of all places. Anyway, let's get out of here before someone catches us. Oh. God damn it, Adel. It's not where I wanted to look. Is it here? No, wrong house. This house. Right here? Okay. Yep, no need to worry about getting peeped on from here. What's that, I wonder? Wait, this is a man's bed. I don't think it has anything to do with the peeping Tom. Well, not this one at least. What to say? Don't say that like... Oh. I don't particularly care for Rom, but the bats are to die for. I could practically spend the rest of my life in here. Good for you. But... You there, state your business. Sorry, I'm just looking for... windows? However you like. Maybe go inside. Where though? Shit, I don't get it. Oh, really? It's a chimney. You trap hearing down it, but it doesn't seem like it'd be very useful for peeping. This chimney doesn't directly connect to the baths. It'd be pretty much impossible to get a good glimpse of anything from here. That should be just about every spot we needed to check. We did actually end up finding somewhat of a peephole. Let's report it back to Gwyndy. I mean... oh, there you are. I take it you've completed your investigation? Yes, well about that. You tell Gwyndy about the blind spot and peephole you discovered. Oh, I see. So that's where it was. Marvelous sleuthing there, young ones. You've done these bats a great service. Something still seems off. Eh? And what might that be? Well, it doesn't really make sense for a peeping Tom to be using that spot. There were no signs that the hole we found had ever been used. Plus, it's so close to the garrison's post, you can even hear them talk to each other. Oh, you can now, can you? Well, let's not get too caught up in the details. A job well done is a job well done. Here, a token of my appreciation. Oh, thanks. You can just leave the rest to me. I'll bear the burden of informing the staff and making sure they establish a proper... Ah, there he is. And you're? Just passing through, that's all. But I do have some business with this fellow over here. You are him, aren't you? The one who got thrown out for trying to peep into the woman's bath over and over. I knew it, Chad! I knew it! I called it swords! I called it! Wait. What? What's going on here exactly? Oh, come now. Clearly the boy here has things all mixed up. I'm simply trying to defend this refuge of recreation for the sake of the people. Oh, goodness. More like you were trying to find a perfect peephole. I've looked into it, and those people are far from the first you've asked to investigate. By the way, I advise against playing dumb. See, I've already reported you. That boy is prepared. Holy shit. There he is. So you're the dirty old people. I'd go running if I were you. Well now, isn't this a bit of a pickle? I'd just be seeing you youngsters some other time then. Back here. Let me get this straight. We've been acting as accomplices to a peeping Tom this whole time? Thanks for saving us. If you say so, it's not as though I came to help you in particular. I visit the baths myself now and again. There aren't many places I can relax, so it's in my interest to drive out trouble. I don't have a clue who you guys are, but you seem a little too naive for your own good. I must be on my way. Try to be a bit more mindful from now on. That's fair. He's probably right. Our carelessness almost cost us our reputation as monstrums there. Aldrich is a big city after all. It's got all sorts of people, both good and bad. It was a learning experience. Yeah, thinking of it that way makes me feel a little better. Anyway, we should go tell the staff about the peephole. And I shall drink. Hold on. Wow, he's fast. Gracious me, I really wish they'd take it easy on these old bones. I suppose I'll just have to go undercover for a spell again. Ha! Oh wait. Ha, you say that like you're already in the clear. I had a feeling you'd weasel your way out all time, man. You get us our intel? Oh shit! Ah yes, I've managed to catch wind of a blind spot from the garrison's post. If I may ask, what exactly do you... You hear that, boys? Another piece set for a master plan. Better make sure we're ready for when the boss comes back. Pigs alive. Just what could they be up to? That sounds like trouble. Papa, what do you think about fishing out by the river mouth? At this time of year, we might be able to catch the fish on their way from Asteria. But thank you. You have some business with me? Fishermen would probably know, right? We were just wondering something. You asked whether Felipe knows anything about Bistro's specialty from years ago. You mean Le Bistro Blanc, right? I know the dish you're asking for. Really? What was it called? Can't exactly recall, but I do remember having it back when I lived in the Noble District. It blew my low expectations of commoner food straight out of the damn water. The juiciest whitefish, the firmest clams, the tenderest shrimp. That dish had it all. I always loved fish. Now my days are spent reeking of it. Fate's a cruel one, I tell you. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that. Still, it's What thing? My appetite just hearing about it. A dish with that much seafood in it must have been worth every last bite. It was, especially considering how easy fresh fish comes by thanks to this canal. That's not even counting imports. That's the reason Baldok has so many seafood dishes. Our custom of eating fish on the Hero Cliff, Fate's Day, or fasting doesn't hurt either. Ah, this really brings me back. What I wouldn't give to have another taste. It really was a Baldukian specialty through and through. Could we maybe ask you to tell us more about the specific seafood used in that dish? Well, let me think. If memory serves, the particular whitefish they used was... Question mark? Here. Yeah. Oh, welcome, welcome. Here to buy some fresh produce? We sell our crops wholesale to stores all around. You won't find them juicier than this. Maybe she would know. Let's ask after her pitch dies out. You ask whether Susie knows anything about the bistro's specialty from years ago. Oh, you mean Le Bistro Blanc? I was actually the old owner's routine supplier at the time. Really? Then in that case... Yes, I do have an idea what sort of vegetables went into the dish. I can distinctly remember artichokes sticking out among the bunch, though. Artichokes? You mean those edible thistle buds, right? They're pretty commonly distributed throughout Clea, last I remember. Well, I can't speak for anywhere else, but we do eat them quite a lot here. They've got just the faintest tinge of sweetness, perfect for steaming. And they're plenty nutritious to boot. The previous owner practically sang their praises. Wow, I can see why. If you don't mind though, could you tell us about the other vegetables used in that dish? Oh, of course. Now, let me see. Okay. Get our info. Let's bring that info back. Wait. Why? Oh, her sister. I remember. Oh, it's you all. Is something the matter? Well, actually, there's something we wanted to ask you, Carla. You asked Carla if she knows anything about the bistro's long-lost specialty. I see, so you're planning to recreate the dish then? We hope so, anyway. We were thinking you might remember it better than I can. Well, I was pretty young at the time myself, so I only have the vaguest recollection. But I do remember one thing, the broth. It was warm, soothing, like an herbal soup. Herbal soup, huh? It was the most delicious part, rich with all sorts of simmered spices and fish. You were so small back then, but you'd always make room to ask for extra helpings of soup. Did I really? It sounds familiar. Calling it medicinal does sound a little unappetizing, but if even us kids liked it, one sip of that soup could draw in just about anyone, no matter what their taste. You know, I think I actually have the recipe written down in my room somewhere. Wait, you do? Well, you had this awful cold a long time ago, so I asked the owner how to make it. Ah, the memories. He was such a kind old man, and wonderful with kids at that. Oh yeah, I remember that too. Definitely. I shouldn't take long to dig it up. Do you mind waiting for a bit? Not at all. Thanks, Carla. So we did all of that for nothing? You've learned all you can about the ingredients of the specialty dish. Oh no, probably just the broth. You could report, or no, you should report actually, back to the bistro in the Central District. Let's go. Oh, you're back. Do these beaming little faces of yours mean what I think they mean? Yes, well, I hope so anyway. You report the information you gathered about the dish ingredients to Roscoff. Whitefish, clams, shrimp, artichokes and other vegetables, all in a hearty broth. Now that sounds like a local specialty if I've ever heard one. All that's left is to recreate it. Panther, I don't suppose you'd like to help me? Oh, you know it, honey. Roscoff and Chandler then made their way into the kitchen. Before long, an aromatic scent wafted out, and a single dish soon followed. That it? And here we have it, Baldican style. This. Wow, it looks delicious. So it was that all along. I'm not even trying, Chad, I'm sorry. Etzel, hey, good to see you. Yes, it's out for a week? Almost a week now. Right, just one look at these ingredients and it came right to me. A pescatarian paradise like this is a balanced diet all on its own. It's got such a beautiful color too. It's a fairly common dish here in Galea. The recipe varies quite a bit between different households and establishments. It's pretty fun, yeah. I don't know if you played Ys 8. Like, story-wise so far, it can't keep up with that. But considering that one is a masterpiece, it would be really hard. It's really fun, though, on its own. But this particular one satisfies both body and soul. Perfect meld of comfort and nourishment. It is, without a doubt, a dish conceived from the previous owner's utmost compassion and care. It'll be a hit with the customers, you can be sure of that. Indeed, I can't express enough how happy I am to have received this dish. Now all will have the chance to enjoy it, whether for the first time ever or in forever. Give my sincerest thanks. We couldn't have done this without you. Oh no, not at all. I'm just glad our info ended up helping in the end. Well, that makes two of us, darling. Now then, what say we get that reward of yours in you before it gets cold? Hell yeah, digging in. Everyone was then treated to the thingy-majig they'd helped to make. The rich, nutritious meat refreshed and revitalized them both, inside and out. After walking Chandler back to the dandelion, they resumed their activities once again. Ah. In that case, when it comes to Ys, I would recommend Ys 8 over this one. The combat is almost the same though, it's really fun. Now I'm wondering... We have... Oh. Well, I don't know if you should get it then. I don't know. Probably not. I guess. But I will play... Like, I will end this one and I will play 8 as well at some point, so you can always just watch. I usually upload my playthroughs on YouTube. So if you can't watch the stream, you can just, like, check out the videos if you like. Oh yeah. We are too far. What am I even looking for, like... Oh, the black market. Yeah. I remember now. Kuro! Ah, thank you for the raid. It's so good to see you. And Sweet Sakura, thank you for the follow. How was the stream? Ara, Mado? What, you need something from me? I had a request for you. Ah, good to hear it. It's good to see you. I'm happy. do you now? You ask Maxime as discreetly as you can for intel about prison's infrastructure. How do you... How do you ask that discreetly? That's what I want to know. Infrastructure? And for Baldock Prison, no less. I guess it's asking for too much after all, isn't it? Actually, it's not. For 500 gold and I get you what you need. Really? That's surprisingly cheap, actually. It is. I've had my eye on the prison for a while now, but there's one more condition before we close this deal. There's these flyers someone's been posting all over town lately. I want you to get me their newest one. Hasn't even made its way around yet. What kind of flyers are they? Scrap! Hey, it's good to see you! One's full of gossip and hearsay, truths mixed with falsehoods. They're tabloids, simply put. Either way, they're still in demand. Think of it as a necessary expense for gathering intel. The bulletin boards around town are probably your best bet for getting your hands on one.